Take two. Right. Yeah, sorry about the noise. I just did it over there. Now I shall just disclaimer. Yes, there are boxes all around my living room. Thinking of moving, having a clear out. My niece has literally revolutionised my world. So all the stuff that I'm keeping, we're boxed up, and we're just leaving where they are until I've got to seriously declutter. And my crafty friends are going to love me because I've got so much craft stuff that I'm going to be giving away. Anyways, because I have to, because I just physically don't have room for it because my house is so tiny. Anyways, disclaimers, this is my thoughts and opinions. A thing there was, did I have lipstick on my tea? These are just my thoughts and opinions, and also I swear, that having been said, I realised the other day I did a video and I lost my train of thought in the middle. So I thought I'd just go back and go over that. I started talking about a game that I play, which I got the number wrong. I think Klondike's been going for 10 years and I said 15. 9 or 10 years, something like that. But I've been playing it from the beginning and I have given them money. I played Gardenscapes and Homescapes, and to buy boosters I gave money, right? Because to get on in the game, I ain't got any patience. I have not got the patience of a saint. I haven't got the patience of a fucking sinner. And if I've got an extra £4 and I'm on a level that's bloody killing me, I'll be like, fuck it. Now that doesn't exist. What I've just paid my money for, complete fabrication. Yes, people are still making money from it and whatever. But I've not actually bought anything. I've spaffed some numbers into the system. That's all I've done. Now, sorry, the cats are all in town. Show down the princess, babies. And Fred. And Fred's a girl. That's me. Yeah, so basically, the way that I've always looked at it, if you can find another way to prove me wrong, please let me know. Because I've been saying it for years and nobody has ever questioned me, ever. But money can only equate to two things. You can only physically buy two things. That is earthly resources, the things on the planet, and people's gifts and abilities and time to do things with those things. They're the only two physical things that money could ever equate to at all. Manpower and resources, right? And literally, we live in a world where, like Vinnie Jones is still going on it and bless his little sweet socks. £400 for a pair of fucking socks. Bragging about it like it makes him a better person than other people because his socks cost £400. It's like, mate, they just fucking saw you coming. You just, like, nobody gives a shit unless you're in Big Brother and go, my socks cost £400. Nobody knows. Nobody fucking cares. And they are not worth that. They just have a name on them. You pay it because you think you're being clever by paying extra money for something that somebody else could get way cheaper. Socks cannot physically be worth £400. So bragging about spending £400 on something that couldn't physically would be worth £400 unless you span them out of gold. Do you know what I mean? It's like literally this is yarn. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, but this is how they get the money back from rich people, because rich people will spend £40 on a bottle of champagne, where poor people will spend £20 on a bottle of champagne. The taste difference isn't 20 quid. There'll be people who spend hundreds of pounds on a bottle of champagne because they have it, and it's like, well, it's there. I'll spend it then. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I have met some people recently who literally have money and just spaff it all up. Well, I've got to stop saying spaff. They're not spaffing. But it's like, literally, you see people just sit in the pub all day because they've got nothing to do with their time and their money. Got no hobbies, just except for sitting in the pub. And it's like, mate, you know, like we need to be fucking working out how to distribute the wealth, especially to the really uber rich. There are people who have billions of pounds, can never spend it. No matter how long they live, they won't be able to spend that money. Living a day-to-day life, having luxuries ahoy. Not the lifestyle that they live. Obviously, if you buy a couple of fucking luxury yachts, you're going to be able to spend that money. Do you know what I mean? But actually functioning as a human being in the lap of luxury, you will not be able to spend like 100 billion. Do you know what I mean? Remember, 1 million seconds is 12 days. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. So that's 320 years. No, it ain't. Is it 3,200 years if you've got 100 of them? Yeah, 32. 3,200 years. Like, literally. Some people have that amount of money, just a few on the planet. Like 20, 30 people have that amount of money on the planet, and billions just have nothing. Most people, like I have, under an hour. Oh, I know, so an hour. Yeah, I have under an hour, way under an hour. Do you mean I have a couple of minutes? And there are people who have 32 years. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying, this isn't the politics of envy. I choose to not make any money. Do you know what I mean? My videos aren't monetized. I sell nothing. Do you know what I mean? I make things and give them away for free at my own expense. This is not the politics of envy. I choose to live this way. And I am happier for it because I know I'm not fucking anybody over. I'm not taking anything that somebody else could be having. And what I like to do with my time, with my resources, is make other people happy for free. Do you know what I mean? So please, because I have had people years and years ago, I said something about Peter Hitchens and some clever, this is the politics of envy, and you know, the Queen only costs us 89 pence a year and all this, that and the other, and it's like, you're just not listening. People just are not listening to me. So yeah, so and then you've got, if you believe that money is, like basically these people that run our world, them bastards, I call them, these people set up the monetary system as a tool of control so that they could get the only two things that money could ever equate to, the resources and the manpower at their disposal, because they own the numbers. They basically, and you can't, even bloody experts can't get their head around the numbers. The numbers aren't designed to make sense. That's why they throw them at us in school when we go through puberty. It's like, oh, right, well, what's this feeling that I've got inside? Nope, mate, no, you've got to add X and Y to find Z. What? Do you know what I mean? You've got to formulate the fucking... When in your life have you ever had to find out the volume of a fucking cylinder? Do you know what I mean? When have you needed to know? And if you need to know how to work out like the volume of a triangle, you can Google that shit. Now, we've still got exactly the same education system because it's about numbers being put into kids' head when they are literally wanting to know who they are as a human being, what adulthood is about, how to be an adult, how to change from a child into an adult in a safe way. The education system's like, nah, mate, Shakespeare and fucking numbers. That's what you need when you're going through puberty. Oh, and let's just throw in there that you can be any fucking gender that you want. Be anything, that you can be a spoon. You can identify as a fucking spoon if you want to. I like little spoon. No, actually, I do like big spoon. Anyways, that's by the way. Do you know what I mean? To confuse us. When we come out of school, the majority of students will go, I want nothing to do with numbers for the rest of my fucking life. Leave them to the experts. And guess what? The experts that can't fucking add them up either. You can go get on a plane, sit on a plane for 2 hours, and when you get off that plane, you've done nothing. You've gone and sat down, stood up, walked away. The money in your pocket means something completely different. It's worth something completely different. And all you did was sat in a chair for a couple of hours. And poof. Do you know what I mean? How is this meant to make sense to everybody? And last point about the money for numbers for nothing, Fandango. Like, because I've changed around, and my old computer, Elvis, left the building, right? I had him 10 years, loved Elvis, all of my memories. Anyways, on Elvis, I had an ad blocker, so I could watch YouTube on my computer without ads for 10 years. Now, couldn't afford a new computer. My amazing niece managed to find one on Amazon. The tower, monitor, mouse and keyboard didn't work, like refurbished, 60 quid. Like, right, I'll do it. As long as I've got a computer, I don't give two shiny shits. Even like if it only lasts me 6 months, it's just like renting one for 6 months. Maybe money will be better in 6 months and I'll be able to get myself a better one. It works. As it happens, I can't plug my speakers in. So literally, if I don't have headphones on, I can't hear what's going on my computer, right? Now, my eldest son moved home, hence why I'm sitting in here now, got my computer. We were basically over-occupying. He's moved to live with his dad, but he did used to sleep in the living room and whatever. So it was perfectly fine for me to have headphones on, because we think he's autistic and loud noises and anything like that. He don't like music and this, that, and the other. So that was fine. Now I'm in the house on my own because my youngest son is out at work all day. And so I'm sitting here in bloody silence. What the fuck do I do with myself, right? So yesterday I put on Facebook, oh God, it's just so fucking quiet. I can't do no. Wish I could get some music on. So my niece went like, you can put YouTube on your telly, right? And I'm like, yeah, I do know that. But I was like, oh mate, adverts. So anyway, last night, put YouTube on the telly. Absolutely spanky do, bopping around, you know what I mean? So hopefully I'll lose some weight because I'm moving about the house more. And bopping, as you do. Yeah, so I'm sitting there and it's like, literally, I wanted to do a separate video, and I might do a separate one, or I might just leave it here. Adverts, fucking adverts, are the bane of my pissing existence. You have no idea how much I dislike adverts. So, one thing I've got to find is some pokier speakers for my telly, so that it's got a bit of bass, because it just sounds wet, you know what I mean, and needs some sound, some proper sound to it. But we'll have a look in Black Friday, and yeah, but also I'm gonna buy YouTube Premium. I think that's $3.99 a month. Literally paying so that I don't get advertised to. Like literally, and I already pay ITV for the same thing, to skip adverts, because I cannot bear bloody adverts, right? So I'm paying multiple people, please don't advertise to that. I'm paying to not have something. If I don't pay, it's like fucking mafia, man. If I don't pay, you're going to come into my life and make my life a living fucking hell. You're going to do the thing that I really will do anything to avoid if I don't give you money. You're extorting money out of me so that you take away this fucking constant fucking bullying. No wonder I'm bloody Brassic, is it? Like, I have to... Do you mean I'm paying for things that don't fucking exist? Do you know what I mean? No, actually I don't. But advertise it. Remember when the bag tax came in, the carrier bag tax? Because one turtle got a fucking straw up its nose, one turtle on planet Earth got a straw stuck up its nose, everybody else on planet Earth had to change their fucking behaviour for this one fucking turtle. Now I know the title was indicative of an ongoing problem, which hasn't stopped, by the way. Masks now have taken over carrier bags as a litter substitute. But they were like, right, okay, well, we're going to ban single-use plastics. We're going to charge a bag tax to encourage you to take canvas bags to the supermarket, right? Which I did before the carrier bag tax anyway. You've got to unload all of your stuff from a crate at the door from Asda, where we used to give you bags. And then the bags that they had didn't have Asda written on them because, well, no, it's not fair. You're saying they've got to buy it. You can't ask them to buy it and then they're paying to advertise your company. Yet here we are. The Co-op charges 10 pence for a carrier bag. Now, 10 pence for a carrier bag that advertises their shop. I'm paying to advertise the Co-op, and the bag's compostable anyway. It isn't using single-use plastic. It is compostable. Like literally, I could just yak it on the compost heap. It would break down. It's not just recyclable, it's compostable. So it's doing its bit for the fucking environment, and I've got to pay double what it originally cost. Well, it was originally free. And the company's good. Do you know what? Oh, I'm waffling. I am going on a tirade, ain't I? I do apologise because I've got to be uptown. Got a toy boy waiting for me. No, I know. Right, still single. I'm speaking to somebody, but I'm still single. And literally, who'd want to be with this anyway? Fucking hell, don't I go on? And you may have noticed that since I've been in the house on my own, yes, got nobody else to speak to, mate. It's only going to get worse. Anyways, a mustache. But think on, because literally, them bastards control us with money. They know the significance of numbers, and literally, 0118999 88199 9119725 Did I get that right? It's been in there for fucking years. If I did, 833033. That's an old telephone number I used to have when was that Leicester or when I moved to Cornwall? Anyway, so many numbers we chase around our head. These people, these fuckers, know exactly what numbers do. The esoteric side of numbers. They know what they're doing. Oh, right, somebody's calling me. All the bits at the end. I love you. Bye.